Welcome, this is Andy Bennett of Great Plains Gravel. Today we are going to review one of the least expensive road bike tires available. It goes by a couple of different names, most notably the Sunlite Super HP CST 740. When you're actually looking at the tires, there's nothing indicating the Sunlite brand. Their label is Cheng Shin CSTs. Regardless, they are typically sold under the Sunlite brand name by numerous vendors for about $16 to $20, making it one of the cheaper road bike tires around. I expect the most common reason, though, that these tires are popular isn't the price, although that helps. The unique feature that you find on these tires is the wide range of solid colors that are available. Most commonly, you see white, yellow, blue, and red, along with the traditional black. They're most commonly seen in 700C, but I've also seen them and bought them in 27-inch. These color options give someone who's looking for a very custom-looking bike some interesting, inexpensive options. I bought this set for that exact reason. I was completing a rebuild of a 1976 Schwinn Varsity with a bicentennial theme and was looking for red accent options and came across these tires. I assumed up front the quality wasn't going to be great, but I didn't expect to ride the bike all that much, as it was a project bike that I was learning on, so I decided $40 wasn't much to risk for a pair of tires. When I received the tires in late 2017, my first impressions weren't great. The color was good, but they felt remarkably thin, particularly in the tread area, and not particularly like normal rubber, more like a vinyl feel, which made me wonder about traction. The tread pattern is very minimal, which isn't an issue to me on road bike tires. When I mounted the tires, there were no issues, although I will give you the caveat that if you're mounting 27-inch tires like I was, make sure you check your wheels to make sure they're straight wall or if they have a lip. The 76 Schwinn rims are straight wall, and that limits how much pressure you can put in the tire before they can potentially blow off the rim. Much over 50 psi on the straight wall Schwinn rims begins to look questionable. Fortunately, that's enough to prevent pinch flats based on my experience, and it does give good smooth ride quality at that inflation pressure. I've used these tires for a little more than 3 years now, and I've put about 1,500 miles on them. Riding has been primarily commuting on roads of variable quality, rough pavement, concrete with expansion joints, things like that. I've also ridden the tires for several hundred miles of gravel, ranging from smooth hard-packed clay to very chunky gravel on the roads around Stillwater. Big pictures, I've had very minimal issues with the tires. I have had 2 flats total, both rear wheel pinch flats, that are my fault, as I didn't often check tire pressure on my commuting bike. This surprised me a little bit. Based on the odd feel and the thin construction, I expected to have problems with flats, but the tires are apparently tougher than they appear. Over time, however, a few other issues have developed. As you might expect, the tires have faded and weathered over time. Bike has been stored inside. There's now significant checking on the sidewalls of the tires, although nothing that appears to pose a real issue to the tires. Tread wear has been very minimal and little difference between the front and rear tires, and in fact my concerns about traction weren't valid. Traction's pretty good. More significantly though, about 200 miles ago after a long gravel ride, I noticed some signs that the structural integrity of the rear tire is beginning to fail. There's some lumps or bumps on the sidewall joining the tread. I've continued to ride the bike and monitor the lumps and haven't noticed any changes, but I sure wouldn't go far from home with this issue, and I'm probably going to replace them pretty soon. This issue has been noted by other people in reviews on Amazon. So what's my take home on these tires? If your goal is to get some unique tires that complement a show bike, they're a reasonable option. They're cheap, they look cool, they were reasonably durable. If you're looking for tires for a bike that you ride every day, I would look at some better options. You can get much better tires without paying a lot more. Potential structural issues I've seen with these tires after some miles of wear are concerning if you're depending on them to get you home. If you found this review to be useful to you, please click on the like button, and see more bike reviews, product reviews, and ride videos. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.